said it's time for another episode of Chibi No Podcast. You got me, David the Smash Fan.
Mister.
Yep, we're in.
Over the internet, Boricua Senpai.
And Shark King.
What happened, man?
I was very concerned for
You used to be
Japan.
cool.
I am tired.
We have caffeine for you.
Me. I'm like, what did I do?
You're fine. No, freaking
But yeah, what
Japorion.
happened, Paul? Or Japorion?
I'm a little tired.
I have caffeine.
I probably need to, after my water, I probably got some.
After your water? What are you, a
This
child?
is what he sounded like the whole time. I'm like, hey, what's up, man?
Hey. What up,
Quack.
boys and girls?
Of the interwebs.
Weeps.
Weebs. We are on 162nd episode
162nd
Freaking-
episode of
Chibi No Podcast. Hey.
I like photos.
Yes, we are nerds. We're messing with our soundboard that we have with Discord and on our Roadcaster. So anyway, so yeah, if this is your first time watching, we always say we're just a bunch of friends talking about nerdy things. It's what we've been doing for the past. It's been about 10 years, and the reason I know this is
Only
because
167 episodes in 10 years?
I think there's something wrong.
there was
There's
a-
the math.
No, there was a
That's
big
something else.
there was a big break when we stopped.
Yeah.
Reset.
Yeah, it was like a big reset that we did.
For season 10.
I don't know, but and then
Was it a reboot?
This is a reboot.
it was the reboot. But then even with the reboot,
Most of the original cast
we changed the
not-
cast.
Not all of the original cast returned.
no, they didn't. Some of them just they just didn't want to join. I don't
Something
know.
got canceled.
Somebody got canceled. They canceled themselves. Not my fault.
They had to add diversity.
Yeah. There you go. We had that. We never had a Mexican here, so we're
I
like.
still
oh,
remember that from the, what was it? The group chat a couple years ago. Oh, we have diversity. We have a Peruvian. We got 2 Bolivians. Yeah, we have a Javi. Yeah. I'm like, I don't get my own.
You have your own nationality. I like it. We have 2 Puerto Ricans. We have a Japanese.
Every once in a while.
She's still in our group.
You're still in the group.
No, I mean, Chibi No Podcast.
She's been on Chibi. She's been on there a few times.
When was the last time she was here? That was more of a background talk.
She has been more on background talk. The last time that I remember she was on, it was a review for Jurassic World.
Dominion?
No, before that. What's the other one? Fallen Kingdom. I think it was Fallen Kingdom she was on.
Dang.
That's been a minute.
And she was on, I think, for not Civil War. There's another Marvel. We can't remember.
I was about to say, was I friends with you guys or not?
No, that time you were
I
not.
was like, I don't think I knew you
By
guys
then
at that
you
point.
had not yet.
Yeah, but then we hadn't met you. But anyway, so yeah, but we had a time where we just didn't do it, and then it became less and less frequent. So that's why
the
there's
revival.
Yeah.
Because the people wanted it.
yeah. But anyway, because no, what we
Like a
did is
phoenix from the ashes.
we recorded and then we stopped because we were gonna do something like seasons. Like we'll stop for like a few
I
months.
thought that was the plan.
Oh, and then you guys just never.
Because you keep changing
Well, no, we did
waiting
that.
for the new openings.
We did that. We did our reboot, and then we stopped for like a while, and then
When you say a while, could you give me like a ballpark, like month?
I think we
Months,
record like
years?
once every few months, 3-4 months.
Oh, jeez.
And
So
I was waiting for the
that's
new,
why it wasn't like it's not as many episodes.
the new season opening.
But anyway, the reason
on.
why I was saying it's been 10 years because there was a Facebook memory that came up.
Bad as Linkin Park.
I know. Oh dang,
Oh,
we're gonna talk about them. So no, but the reason I brought that up is because 10 years ago we were at Comic-Con as Chibi.
Jeez.
Well, that was when Comic Con was. Or
That's the
currently known as
second year,
FanX, right?
Yeah,
Before
second
it
year
was
that he came,
Yeah.
and I saw it and I was like, "Holy crap!" Like, there's Heather and there's Grant. Like, they're like way super young, and I was like, "Oh, dang!"
speak for yourself.
I was young there
I
one
feel
time.
like I still look.
You say you're looking old, Paul? That's kind of the...
Yeah, being a
Speak for
parent.
yourself.
You look exactly.
Being a parent,
I mean,
being a parent ages
It
you.
takes away your life.
You
I feel
look
like you guys
exactly
look the same.
Yeah,
I need to compare.
you just made your hair.
You just,
Longer.
made, you just got a
You
perm,
just-
and that was
just
That's all.
trimmed your hair, but
I guess.
That's
You looked younger when you had your gray hair.
I should dye my hair again.
Go do it.
I didn't mean for it to be
didn't
that loud. I have another one that's like
That was
more.
great, actually.
I have one that's not as bad. It's more like just it's this one. There you go. I chose the wrong fart.
I like the other one better.
That one's just more.
So we're back. We're not doing seasons. It's just saying.
I'm just gonna continue. I mean, if there's a time that we have to, we'll end.
I'm
the
still
season.
telling you, like there's a recording that we had from a voice actor who.
I'll put it in. You say this
It's
from
on
me
your phone
because you have it. We pay for it.
Yeah, I know, but I have to create it.
Create
You
it.
make it sound like it's like a 10-hour process. It's literally like upload.
No,
put
because
it,
I'm not gonna do
link
it. I'm not gonna put it on and then put it on, or I'm making with a whole new opening. And you know what?
You don't
I'm
have
sick
to.
of you. Yes, I do.
You don't have
That's
to.
what it makes
You
it
can
good.
just say, "Hey, this is the
I'm
voice
not gonna-
actor," and then have
I'm
your
not
regular
gonna be
upload.
lazy about this. I make things good.
I will,
Okay,
I will
then.
vouch for him. When he
Let's-
does things, he does things.
And-
Okay,
right.
for
He
next
does
year.
things a good
For
way.
next year.
He does
No,
them
no,
well.
no,
Okay, okay.
no, no, no,
Good
no,
quality.
No. Listen.
Daddy, chill.
No, I'm not chilling.
But I am daddy.
Okay, first of all,
What's up?
okay, you don't disrespect me this way, Paul. Freaking Japora, you know how much money I've invested in this.
And on you
Mr.
too.
and I've
And
invested.
on you.
And on you.
We also.
Me, do you know what I sacrificed?
Tell me,
No, not
tell me
too
how
much.
much. Tell me how much you contributed to the recording equipment.
At least $35.
No.
No.
On
Yes,
top of that,
because
how
I got
much
no. I
is-
talk about a recording because the recording we actually split.
Okay,
45
one.
minutes.
Do you know
There,
how much
see.
Mr. and I have spent?
Well, that's on you, man.
And you're here demanding, well, where's my thing? Where's my this? I ask you, can you buy this app? Well, it's too much money.
Exactly.
$4.
You see,
You know what? If he had an Android, he could just download it for a free APK. That's all he has to do.
no,
But
well, I
I
actually,
need to be in the iPhone.
Aren't you using
ecosystem.
iPhone?
Yeah, I got it for free from work. I'm not a shit like you.
You got it
Hey,
perfect.
that's okay. I got it free from work too.
There you go. See, you're just a shill. I got it because it was offered to me. I have an S24 Ultra in my office that I can use at any time I want. I'm
Use
just not
it.
doing it.
that was the whole
I
idea
will
originally.
say this.
Go
I
ahead.
feel like I'm a voice of reason.
You are.
Yes, undoubtedly, unequivocally, David has sunk in the most money. And probably Diego. I don't know if they're 50-50, but
No, David's
either
like-
way-
Yeah.
David's like
Regardless.
90 and I'm like 10.
Okay,
To
cool.
be fair,
cool.
I'll be
David
like that.
obviously put the most money. Easily, he also puts in the most effort.
True.
So I never request or demand anything from David because he puts in all the work, essentially speaking. We just show up and speak. Now, David, there have been, at least on my part, offers of assistance. And if anyone else offers and you gatekeep the assistance...
He's
and don't-
gatekeeping. He's gatekeeping it.
I will say at that point we do get to complain. Paul, or excuse me, Japorian, I don't think you fall into that category. No offense, but
It's all good.
I don't understand if you've ever offered any sort of assistance. But I've heard several demands of you.
I have-
Just putting that out there.
I have never made any demands of you, but
Yes,
everything you
thank
put
you.
out is quality. Whether it's for this podcast or for Backroom or for the YouTube channel,
Yes.
everything comes out great.
It's true. It's true.
I like turtles.
I like turtles too.
All I'm saying, we put the money. We have to like show
And
it
I have never given you any monetary
yet.
support,
Yeah.
but content support I've always got you.
Yeah.
Not yet.
What do
I
you
haven't
mean?
given
What do you
monetary
mean by
support.
that?
You're putting all these.
And that's fine. I just think it's only fair that I can only demand as much as I put in. And I have offered help, and I'm not trying to put anyone on the spot. I'm just merely saying.
He has.
I
I have.
find it consciously okay to demand anything if I also haven't assisted. But David, I do think that you could benefit from letting people help you.
Oh, they can help me. They can help me by.
I'll make my
Like-
opening.
You know what, Paul?
Why are you gay?
Okay.
Okay, we're getting off topic. We've spent like 10
Oh
minutes.
yeah, we
talking
should
about
we should
crap.
talk about Chibi in the
When you,
podcast.
when you cut this out, this is just like the history of Chibi. It's like the
Yeah,
first,
you can edit that out. Sorry.
the first what 9
No,
minutes
it's
and 30
fun.
seconds.
I like the banter. It's
Talk
fun.
about 9 minutes. Oh, we're talking about from 9 minutes.
Hey, you're
Yeah.
trying to get out early so you can wake up.
I know,
early.
I know,
That's your
I know.
fault. Why are you?
All right, let's give it a
Why are you
second
stirring
sleep.
the- Why are you stirring the pot? Why are you being a fucking quiz? So you guys chill out, man.
We need to make it spicy.
You need to stop with it. You're having too much
Okay,
fun.
okay.
You're too much of an old man to stay up all night. You know it.
I know.
So they had recently, I think it was yesterday.
Who? What? When?
They announced. Oops, I need
Oh, it's gonna be like my hands are up.
No,
I
you're fine.
didn't do anything.
They announced a teaser trailer. They showed a teaser trailer for Minecraft
The movie.
Yeah,
movie,
that's
which
right.
I was like,
The Palooka.
I thought it was a joke. First of all, because when you see it, it looks AI generated. It looks horrible.
It looks really bad. It looks like the first Sonic the Hedgehog trailer, where it's like the meow one, and it's trash.
Yeah, and the
Oh, I didn't
freaking
see that.
sheep.
What's his name is in it?
Jack Black.
Jack
no,
Black?
Jason
Oh,
Momoa.
just a moment.
Oh yeah.
Dude, those freaking pigs look ugly. They look
They
like
do.
a nightmare because they
They're
look like
supposed to look
this
ugly.
skin that's like put over this cubed body. It looks horrible.
It's not for you, I'm telling you, man. It's for the
It's
kids.
not for the kids either.
It's for the
You're
children.
gonna tell me the kids want to watch it? You think 5-year-olds are gonna like this? They're gonna think that's gonna scare the crap
Look,
out of them.
I'll tell you
Mama,
this
it's
much.
Minecraft.
This movie is for like the young adults who grew up with Minecraft, so like the 20 to 25 year olds, and a lot of them really don't like it. Like a lot of these Minecraft YouTubers,
All Minecraft movies.
these Minecraft YouTubers and Minecraft like Twitch streamers, they saw this and they were like, "This looks like ass." And if it's those diehards that aren't excited for it, I hope this gets the Sonic the Hedgehog.
How?
Get rid of Jack Black.
Like
No.
Okay,
What do
no.
you have against Jack Black?
Yeah.
He doesn't
Chris
fit that
Pratt
Because he's
guy.
black.
I like Jack Black. He just doesn't fit this. I personally feel like he doesn't fit this film. Like they're trying. I feel like this film's going to be like he's going to just do his witty quims and all this stupid shit he says. And
I think
it's
that's the
like,
reason why you got hired.
yeah, but I think it's going to be too try-hardy that people are just going to be turned off, and it's
You
going
want it to be like a serious movie
no,
about
but
Minecraft?
like
You want a block with no emotions?
but like I don't know. I just don't explain it. Just
I'm
Jack
with
Black is
Mr. Mister on this
way
one.
too
It
try-hardy.
just feels too contrived and forced.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen him play the same role as he has in everything. He's going to have the same personality as probably Bowser. The same thing he did with, what was that video game movie with The Rock and Kevin Hart?
Jumanji?
No, yeah, Jumanji. So it's just, he's one of those, like, oh, he's an easy pick, let's throw him in. He's like The Rock, but his own personality and whatever. They're like, you just be you every time in every movie.
Like
Same
Nicolas
with, like,
Cage.
Chris
Nicolas
Pratt.
Cage is like
Yeah.
him in every movie.
I was going to say no with Jack Black. Have you seen King Kong? He did a pretty
Yeah.
good job.
I didn't watch that one, but wasn't that like in 2000?
Yeah, that was a while
That's
ago.
what he was trying to show. He was a
And I
good
think
actor.
he did- I
and
think
then
he did a good
now
job.
that he's got his
It was a little
footing
bit
in the
different.
ground, he doesn't
Nacho
care.
Libre.
He didn't care anymore.
I'm not saying that he can't. He doesn't have a range. Is it a big range? No, but I'm not saying that he has a range. But most of the characters that he does now, especially for these type of movies, are very one-dimensional.
Yeah.
I also think that
Well, yeah.
having
He was also in Borderlands, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was a voice.
Yeah,
He also
he
was
was
in the
Claptrap.
Mandalorian and
In
Yeah, but
Mandalorian.
was he him? Was he?
Yeah.
Was he
Oh,
himself?
yeah, he was.
With
I
Lizzo.
forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot
Was
about
he
that.
like
it's
him?
okay. We don't talk about that.
Question: was he very Jack Black in that? Because I've never watched Mando. I don't care enough to watch.
That
I don't
that's-
think he was.
That's
That's what I'm asking. I want to know.
It just was weird. Like it was the weirdness of it that made it seem like, oh yeah, of course Jack
In
Black's
his
in
defense,
this.
it wasn't, but that also doesn't mean it was good.
Yeah.
So
Or
Bill-
memorable, because I literally
Bill
just
Burr
forgot
was in
about
it, but he didn't. He wasn't weird about it, right?
Who was he?
The bald dude. He was a he's a
He wasn't
Mandalorian.
bald, was he?
What?
Is it? No,
Jack
wait, no,
No, Bill Burr. He's talking about.
Oh yeah, Bill Burr was just a very short.
Yeah, I was like, I
Part
can't
of
remember
it,
him.
and-
Yeah, but
I don't.
Viola
think he's
Davis
a
was
great
not in
actor.
Civil War.
I don't know.
she was the bold one. Okay, so anyway, I think that the best thing that they could have done is made if they could have Jack Black as plays Steve, that's fine, but not make him human. Like that's the part that makes it.
No,
Maybe that's part of the plot.
I'll say this because I don't know Minecraft.
I don't know.
Steve doesn't look like he
Looks like a block.
Well, no, Steve is. I feel like Steve obviously
Yeah, he's a
because he
Smash
doesn't
character.
talk, but Steve is like
Ah.
a Link. He's not supposed to talk or be that way.
That's
So it's just
why.
weird.
Okay, I think that's what
Like-
he
like,
wants.
Imagine if you had like a Legend of Zelda and Link is like.
He's gonna be talking,
He's gonna be talking in the
But
live
like,
action.
if
and
he
he's
was-
not gonna be happy with it
What if- what if
already.
he's the actor who's like Sonic and he just yaps. Like he can talk. I'm okay with him talking, but if he's a yapper, which is Jack Black's a yapper, it's just
I
near
mean,
the-
Link could be.
no. The only
Excuse
thing
me,
I want-
princess.
the only thing I-
Excuse me,
That's the only
princess.
thing I would like from the Legend of Zelda movie. It's just him doing that reference. Excuse me, princess.
No, I would hate that because it sounds like they want to try and make it like quote unquote
Just a one off though. It wouldn't be like a.
serious. Didn't they say something like that?
Something like that.
So I don't know. If he said that, I would be kind of cringy.
I think David is just upset because since Steve is not animated, this ruins the chance of
Yep.
there being
that's
Super
it.
Smash Bros.
Part of the universe.
Unless he turns animated at the end.
Oh,
then-
is Minecraft in Smash
Yes,
Bros?
Steve. Yeah,
Yeah,
he is. I
yeah,
just completely realized that
Steve
just
is,
now.
Steve is legitimately a Smash Bros. Ultimate character.
Yep.
I think that's the reason why you
broken.
actually
I
hate
mean,
it.
we're close, aren't we? How many Smash Bros. people are making movies? We got Mario. We got Sonic. We got
Pikachu.
Steve. We got
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Link coming up.
Bowser.
soon.
But Link is live action.
Metal Gear
Bowser,
Solid is what we
Luigi.
need.
Oh yeah, we need. Oh,
Which
Metal Gear,
surprisingly would be a good movie if it's
Metal Gear
done
Solid.
correctly.
Metal Gear Solid wouldn't even be that hard of a movie to make. The only thing,
No, it's an easy take.
Yeah,
if they get it right.
yeah.
We'll see.
But all I'm saying,
What if he turns 3D at the end?
Yeah, I was
What if
gonna
Link-
say, that's what,
What
like,
if
that's-
Link turns cartoon at the end, and then he's like,
How does that make it serious?
he goes into another adventure. What if at the end of Sonic the Hedgehog 3, it's like, "Hey Sonic,
Adventure of a
you got
Human."
you got a letter from what?" And then you're about to see the smash symbol, and then, shoo, and then
don't give
just
him
blue
hope.
balls, just blue
Don't
balls,
give him
just
hope.
blue balls.
He's not
Like,
gonna
"Ah!"
Don't you know? And I'm not going to say anything more about that. That just
about you. Blue. No,
He's been blue balling for over 30 years.
he said it, not me.
Are we
Don't
still
talk
talking
about
about the Smash Bros. movie? Or?
All I'm saying is that I think the only way that we can figure out, I think, let the numbers speak.
Oh,
It
this
could
is gonna
be a good
fail.
movie
This is gonna
for
fail.
the kids. I don't care about it.
This is gonna
speaking.
fail. I promise.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna
It's
fail,
gonna be
too.
Borderlands.
Well, I don't know if it'll be that bad, but
Close.
We'll
That'd
see.
be hilarious if he got two.
I'm not
back-to-back
expecting
films.
it to be great, and I am also personally not invested in seeing the movie myself, so I can't be like,
Watch
"Oh, it's gonna
gonna
be
get an
great."
Oscar.
Why?
Get an Oscar.
Well, one
Okay,
of the
stop.
actresses.
Look
one,
at the-
one of
look-
the actresses. She has an Oscar that's in the movie.
doesn't mean that this
No,
is going to be it.
It could be like on their visual effects or costume
We have a
design
hobby.
or even the music. You never know.
I'm
Watch.
qualified for the Pokemon World Championships. No one's picking me to
Godzilla
win it.
minus one, number 2 comes out when that comes out, and then it's like, oh, it lost all its CGI qualifications for the Oscars.
Anyways, coming soon.
And
Theater near you.
it doesn't
I won't be watching it. It looks awful.
I won't care. I don't care really.
No, none of us will watch it.
Let the kids watch it because it was
Let the
intended
kids
for the
It's not for the
kids.
kids. I
And
said
I'm,
it's for the
I'm
20.
just curious, how many of you guys have actually played Minecraft?
I've wanted to play it, but
I've
never touched
That's
it.
a game I've not played, not even a minute. Not even a second.
Are you the only one?
You guys have, I've never played it.
I've always wanted
See?
to, but there's
Nobody
nobody who wants
cares.
to play.
We don't
So I
care.
don't want to play by
Were
myself.
you mad about?
No.
It's for the.
I'm not
it's
mad
about
about it.
building.
Like-
No, talk about this dude. This dude, he's angry. Like
I
my
hope it
Minecraft is not the
My only
one.
thing is, I hope it is good for the people who do love the game.
Like the,
But people that's the thing is
But-
that Mr. Mr. said the people that do love this game hate how it
But
looks.
does he know?
but the
all
people
who
change
love
their
it?
opinion.
I'm saying a lot of the big Twitch streamers and YouTubers did not like the
that
trailer.
do Minecraft, that play Minecraft.
Like the example that I gave you this morning, like with Detective Pikachu, people didn't like the Pokemon designs. Hey, people enjoy the movie. So
I don't recall that, but I mean, I don't remember.
People hate it.
Some of them were good. Some of them were pretty bad.
yeah, but people are like, okay, you know what? It's a Disney movie.
The movie was.
it wasn't a Disney movie.
No,
It's a decent-
decent.
Oh,
Decent.
decent.
His accents.
We don't want
kicked in.
decent. We want excellent.
That's why they
You
haven't
won't
made
get-
a second movie.
You don't always get that.
Yeah, you won't get that.
They haven't made
Anyway.
a second
Like I said,
movie.
it's not for you. So moving on.
Talking about something that's not for you and not for,
For anybody now.
anybody now is Concord.
What is that
Concord.
to the people?
So Concord was this huge AAA game that
It's been
PlayStation
development for
came
8 years.
Yeah, development for 8 years. That was supposed to be a live service game. Yeah, 8 years that came out.
Press the-
It. Am I waiting for the sound?
Jesus Christ.
There we go.
All right, there you go.
Christ. Jesus
Stop playing it so many times. Okay.
He has to do one for all of the 8 years.
Yeah, that
All right.
Say
bad.
endless 8. So
Carry
anyway,
on.
8 years. The beta came out. The beta didn't have that many people, and at the time of the beta, there were only 3 type. I think there were either 3 maps or 3 types of ways to play. The game came out, and I think at most it got to maybe 1,000 players, active
At their
players.
peak, yeah.
And this is both
That was in the
PlayStation
beta.
and
That was in the beta. So
in the beta,
when
like
it first launched, it was about 900 to 1,000 something,
Okay.
and then it never hit that high again. The highest it hit afterwards,
I think 700.
No, 560.
Something like that. And so after 2 weeks of this being live, they officially are going to shut it down, and they're going to refund the players the game that they paid for.
That sucks.
All 560 of them.
Oh,
This is the thing. They
I
did
don't- what
two big things that made the game die.
I say a few things, but go ahead.
So they made the characters ugly. You want your character to either look pretty or look cool. They didn't. They failed on both of those attempts. Even the skins you could get made them look worse. And the second thing, I don't know, because I don't follow a lot of the gaming stuff like with this agenda. But some people were upset because they did like pronouns, like, oh, this character goes by she, her, this person goes by they, them, this person goes by he, him. And it's like, it's a video game character. Who cares? So a lot of people, like, from what I heard, were upset about that. But I don't know. That could be like a small thing.
So that was a complaint, but I don't think that's the reason why they didn't.
I was about to say, you play Apex and they do that.
That's not on their header, though. That's not like you hover over Bloodhound. It doesn't say they, them. You know about it, but it doesn't say that.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, on
Where
there,
the character's
it's on
like,
there, but that.
Oh, I'm the Roadhog looking character, but I'm a she her type of thing. That's what people were like.
But the thing was that nothing about this game made it stand out like from Overwatch or from
I've never even
Valorant.
heard about it until you guys talked about it.
Well, here's the thing about it. I also heard that a lot of people didn't know about this game until they actually announced that it was shutting
until
down.
the counseling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know about it until the game came out or the beta came out, and I was hearing about like it was just not doing well, and they're like, "This is kind of crazy because this game." I can't remember how many millions of dollars was in there that they put into it, and it's like
I don't even. What kind of game is it anyway? Like, what is it?
It's kind of like an Overwatch, Valorant type of game where you have a team of I think it's 6.
5 or 6.
It's a copy
and you
of
fight.
Overwatch.
I wouldn't
But
say it's a copy of it, but there's just
Similarities.
It's similar.
Strong similarities.
it's similar to Overwatch and similar to Valorant, but nothing about it makes it unique.
It's a solid 6.
So like there's like battle royales, right? There's you have Apex, you have Call of Duty, and you have Fortnite, right? Each of them are successful because they have different things, right? Fortnite has the building. Fortnite has tons of collaborations.
Right.
Call of Duty, it's Call of Duty. Why am I echoing?
Not anymore.
It's all good.
Call of Duty is Call of Duty. They have the Call of Duty perks and all that.
It's a legacy game.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those where, like, even Halo is as bad as it's fallen. It'll still have a big
dare
enough
you.
core base to at least be
No, he's right.
successful initially, and then it just goes away. That's
Yeah.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, and then Apex has its
It was
own
a pretty
thing.
looking game, and it had its basics.
It just
down.
wasn't good.
It
Like
just-
it wasn't. It wasn't.
just yeah.
There was no reason to buy because you had other games that did what they had better.
And
Okay.
And so
the characters were ugly.
yeah.
That's the biggest.
the
thing.
mediocrity of this
biggest
game was the biggest downfall. I want to say there is a theory between
Game
some
theory?
people in the PlayStation community, which I can see this, but I also don't think it's a good enough reason. So a lot of people said if you look at PlayStation's their games that they came out in PlayStation 4, when all their big titles came out, all of them were very story driven, one player game, right? Like Last of Us, God of War, all of them coming out. When PlayStation 5 was coming out, a lot of their bigger games that were coming to it were going to be something like live service or something that was quote unquote trending. Again, that's why I don't agree with them. But they say well, look at Kill the Justice League, right? The Suicide Squad that failed. This game again is a live service, and now it's failing. And they were saying that PlayStation players don't want that. They want games like Spider-Man, games like From Software, games like just that are more story driven.
It's true.
I understand that, but I also don't believe that's why it failed. I believe it's because of there's nothing that makes the
Nothing
game stand
valuable.
out.
There wasn't proper advertisement.
And between the beta and when it came out, there was nothing that was added. It was the exact same. It's like
Stop
the
making
whole
fun of Halo Infinite.
I was about to say Halo Infinite had the same thing.
They released Firefight or something like that a month ago, or they got like old maps.
Yeah. But the thing
That
was like
looks cool.
But the thing was
I won't play it though.
when it came out, when the PvP came out, the multiplayer, they said it was a beta, right? And it was the same.
And it was the same, even like 6 months later. It's
Yeah.
like this is still the same weapons, the same maps. Like all they added was cosmetics.
yeah.
More cosmetics.
But the only reason it survived was because of the name.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So Concord it was a new IP that failed miserably.
1 month.
Yeah.
That
Even
was
less than
literally
that, I think. But I was going to
It
say
was
two
2
things.
weeks. It's 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was going to say two things about this. Yeah, so they shut everything down. But surprisingly enough, I seen some posts like on auction sites that you can actually buy
To try and save the game.
the game. You can buy the game itself, like the physical copy, for like over $1,000 because it's very unique.
It's
I don't know. It's the weirdest thing ever.
People are weird. There's this poor schmuck I saw on Twitter. He's like, I just platinumed this game. What? Why? I loved it. I'm like, man, you are on another
you're like
level.
one of 700 people
You're
that
on
liked
a
it.
weird spectrum to think this game is good.
Wow.
Okay.
So Concord, that.
Concord dead.
Dead on arrival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Like
sucks.
the airlines. You remember Concord Airlines?
Pepperidge Farm, remember?
Pepperidge Farm.
Pepperidge Farm remembers,
Yeah, sadly, trash.
but it is what it is, right?
It
Can't do
is what
much.
it is.
Sure.
PlayStation players only want single player games.
Yeah.
It's true. They're fun.
PlayStation players want sexy characters, and they didn't deliver.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
true.
Stellar Blade, it's pretty good.
How about Concord?
Look,
Ah.
ugly.
Stellar Blade is in Concord.
Yeah, I don't care about Concord. Yeah.
Now you just play Stellar Blade 10 times.
Leather Rip.
Is that what you say when you play?
No, he thinks Blade is spelled Booty.
I can't. This just brings me to a comment I heard. I can't remember. We're on Discord or something playing, and your wife was like, "Why do you keep playing that game?"
Who?
It's like, Drew,
I don't know how your wife
wife.
hasn't beaten you up for playing that game, dude. Every time I talk to her,
She's
she's like,
complaining
every
about
single
it.
time I see him, he's playing. She has less and less clothes. Like,
Yeah,
do you
that's
just
what it
like
was.
level up and unlock less clothes? Is that what you play?
Kind of, actually.
That's the appeal.
Level up and dress down. That's
Yeah.
its motto, I believe. It's its catchphrase.
You know what game he would like then? The first Descendant, because it's free to play, and you can have bunny girl suits.
That's a little bit too much for me.
Oh,
I draw the line
because it
at the
covered-
bunny girls.
Doesn't she?
Hey,
Doesn't
who developed it? Is Descendant? Where is it from? What country? The
let me
US?
see. No,
I think, isn't that because of Playboy? That's when
No,
the initial
no.
approach. The bunny girls?
no.
What are you talking about? I'm lost.
he just has
Sure.
Stellar Blade on his mind?
Jafarian suddenly doesn't know what we're talking about.
Interesting. Anyways, my joke was basically going to be if it's not an Asian developer, that's why he doesn't care about it.
No, I do like my Spider-Man. It's not maybe Asian. As far as I know.
Well, Spider, you're not. I hope you're not.
Oh,
playing Spider-Man
Korea.
with
Nexon
Chibi.
Korea Corp. There you go. See, now you should play it.
There you go. Now he's intrigued. Nah, good. No, he's exasperated.
I'm tired, boss. I'm tired, boss.
He's trying to hide his excitement. He has a smiling face.
He's like, I don't know.
I do want to play that Gundam game that Dio was mentioning, though.
Breaker.
Gundam Breaker?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
$70.
I don't pay $60. Screw that.
Yeah. See.
Ugh.
Well, you have to pay for it.
Yeah. See.
You
No,
paid for.
I'm looking about he's showing me videos of the Descendant, I think.
The first Descendant. Look. See. Ultimate Bunny.
You'll like it, Japorian.
See. They're
right
pretty.
up your
You
alley.
think it's free to play, Diego, or no?
Yeah, but the thing is, the
Even
thing that
better,
makes their
see?
money, the thing that makes their money is their costumes, and people pay
Oh,
out
so you
the
have-
money.
so when we
can-
spend
you
money,
you can get
you
it for free. You can get the costumes for free. You just have to play the game, or if you want them right now, you pay.
That's
And
what you like, right?
and
You like
people
Celebrate because
want-
because you play to get the costume.
people want to pay.
I don't want to pay, though.
I don't know. You might want to.
You
If,
pay. Look at this bunny girl. Look at her. See, she's electricity.
That looks weird. I thought it was like the other kind of bunny girl.
anyway,
Let me show you the
anyways.
bunny girl. Okay,
Only Japarian would know that there's multiple kinds.
I
of
know
bunny
he
girls.
does. Anyway,
let me show you the bunny girl.
they don't see this.
I'm showing
Stop.
him.
Okay, well, we're moving on. Okay,
Moving on.
moving on. So, this isn't movie or
What are you talking about?
or
We're
this
nerdy
isn't
about it,
movie
but
and
not,
yeah,
maybe not everybody is.
not everybody knows about this, but I wanted to talk a little bit about it because it's actually near and dear to my heart. So
I'm with you.
last week, I think it was last week, Linkin Park made an announcement that they were going to have a countdown. Nothing happened.
Seconds to midnight?
It countdown like it like glitched at 9 minutes and 5 seconds, saying on September 5th something's going to happen. But that countdown went from like 48 hours, and then went to 0, and then went another 100 hours without not saying anything. And then finally, like September 5th, something happening. So September 5th finally happened.
Bunch of nothingness.
And on September 5th, they finally came and they played a small concert. And they introduced their new singer that's gonna be the new main vocalist. And her name is
Emily something, if I recall.
Emily Armstrong.
There you go.
So, who is she? I need to know because I have
She's
no
in
idea.
she has another band. I can't remember something with an S. I can't remember. She's very
Dead Sarah.
Dead Sarah.
Yeah.
That's it. Something with an S. I was
No, that's the
right.
name of the band. No, you're close.
It's very well. People like that band too. Like it's not like a. I don't think it's a very big band, but it's kind of known. And she's been, I guess. I think they like hinted at her like 8 months ago or something like that. Because around that time, Linkin Park was playing with a bunch of vocalists, or like Mike was. Mike was going to see
It
other
wasn't just
bands.
vocal. It was just different different musicians,
Okay.
Yeah,
and doing
so-
different collaborations with them, and playing different different Linkin Park songs. So she was one of them.
Yeah,
That was part of. So I don't know if they hinted at that, but they liked
her.
how she sang and everything.
Maybe that was the audition part.
I mean, it could have been.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it. Either way, she got the role. She
Well, let's talk about this. And then the other thing is they have a new drummer.
yeah.
His name is Britton, I think something. I can't remember his name right now. Oh, Colin Britton. So
Okay.
he is
Colin
replacing
Britton?
Colin Britton. So he's replacing Rob Burton, who's been the drummer for Linkin Park
Since
since the beginning. There hasn't been too much information as to why he left. The only information we've seen is that he has decided to step away.
Okay.
Everyone
As
has
quoted from the Associated Press.
yeah, as quoted from the Associated Press. Now this
We got sources.
important. Yeah, we have
yeah, now there could be multiple reasons. I personally want to believe that that he didn't want to continue as Linkin Park without Chester, which is fine. And so he's like, I'm just not going to be part of it anymore because Linkin Park with me ended with Chester.
Okay.
I want to believe that. I mean, if he has other reasons why, that's fine. But
It could be that he has kids and he wants to stay with kids for a while.
that could be it
Who
too.
knows?
Okay.
But everyone else aside from him,
Keep getting them checks.
yeah, they're
He's good for definitely.
So they announced. So they did this live stream that was about an hour. Well, they played for like 45 minutes, and they had Sarah. I'm sorry, Emily, sing. They started with a new song, which was called "Emptiness."
The nothingness
The
machine.
Nothingness Machine.
Okay.
Isn't it Emptiness Machine?
The nothingness,
Nothingness
machine.
machine. He's
Oh.
right.
Okay. I thought it was the Emptiness Machine.
No, you just
So I want to talk a little bit about this. It's so she sang all of the songs. Also, like she also sang a acoustic version of the song "Lost," which is one of the songs that was going to be a Meteora, but it ultimately didn't make the
You
cut
got
because
lost, huh?
string wheel. It sounds a lot like Numb, and so they decided between Numb and Lost, and so they chose with Numb, which
Okay.
I think is it was a good choice. But Lost is a great song too.
yeah.
So she sings an acoustic version. She does really good.
Okay.
She has a really good voice.
Okay.
The hard thing is, I know she's trying to portray
Chester.
Chester, and that is impossible to do.
Chester has such a unique voice that like when what was it, Meteora, the DVD, when he was doing the
Meteora.
recordings for it, the studio producer at the time was like, when you see how he's layered the vocals, it sounds like he already has layers in his voice when he's singing already.
Like
So,
he sounds like he has like
He has
two
like
or
two
three
voices
pitches in there.
Yeah, so how can you recreate that as a person? You know, it's
Very
very
carefully.
Rare. It's very rare to do that.
We have this technology.
You know, I mean, it's, there's no one else who can be a Freddie Mercury. There's no one else who can be a Chester Bennington type of thing. So when she sang the Linkin Park songs, like the OG stuff,
Yeah. What do you feel about that?
she did the best she could, and I appreciated it. I didn't hate it. Obviously, there's some things where she couldn't hit those notes, but I wasn't upset. You know,
She just couldn't she couldn't
Chester just
match
is a
the energy.
monster.
Well, like for me, like I haven't followed Linkin Park in forever, but when they announced this particular girl, I was quite surprised. Like of all I was expecting like a male singer or somebody else to replace.
They
Sexist
picked-
of you.
I don't think.
It's
Honestly,
part of our
though,
bingo achieving the podcast.
I don't think they cared about if it was male or female. They just picked the person who fit the role for what they needed, and I think she hit those qualifications.
But I think that
Does she though?
well, here's the thing:
To
is
them,
I
if
think
it's to them, then yeah.
I think this is a new chapter for Linkin Park. This is because they also talked about this, that the name of the album is called From Zero. Because before Linkin Park, before that was their official name, they were called Zero with an X, Xero, Zero. And so I think this is just like Linkin Park 2.0,
Yeah, it's
or just
the
a
new
different
generation.
version. This is
born from the
They're getting a
ashes.
reboot just like Chibi.
Yeah, apparently.
Born from the ashes, pretty much.
So with their new single, The Nothingness Inside, is that what you said?
Nothingness machine.
Nothingness
Nothing
Machine.
inside.
Jeez Louise.
Sorry.
To be fair, it's a new song.
Yeah, The Nothingness Machine. It's a mix between what you could hear from Minutes to Midnight and The Hunting Party. Like if you picture those
Okay.
two albums, that's the kind of sound it has. It's kind of like it's nothing like One More Light, which I'm very happy that it's not. I'm glad that they always experiment, but they should have known that was just that was a colossal failure.
I like that.
Oh, you
One
do?
More Light's a really good album. I don't know what you're talking
I-
about.
The album, I like.
You're a
I like
hater.
the single.
Not this. I'm talking about the album.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Well,
the album is
that song beats me up inside more the more you hear because it was a big.
Yeah, it's Chester's last one, but it's
Well, not
not.
just that. It was him telling us he was in pain. It's really messed up. But either way,
Yeah, so
So they brought her in.
yeah, so they brought her in. I think it's gonna be really hard to. I think the best thing for Linkin Park members to do or fans to do is to not compare. One, not compare to Chester, and B, listen to their new stuff and see how that is. It's gonna be weird. It's like people who when you listen to Blink-182, right after when they released California.
when Tom left and Matt from
Matt Skiba.
Yeah, when he joined.
Personally, I liked Skiba more than Tom.
Yeah, and you know what? With Skiba there, he brought in. Whenever there's new blood, I feel like you can kind of feel where the direction is going, and if the first impression is really good or positive, I feel like the rest of everything is going to be okay.
I also feel like that also takes a little bit of time, though. Like the first time somebody performs and takes somebody else's spot, it's weird, and you need to give it some time to actually digest all of this.
Yeah,
That's the way that I see it. I feel that's kind of weird on the decision that they made, but
sexist.
I'm still like, hey,
It's super sexist. Man.
it could be like a way to I don't know. I feel like, I mean, this is a weird comparison, but it's like for me when this is weird. You know, I like my Doctor Who, I like my James Bond, and whenever they actually introduce somebody else, I was like really skeptical. Like, I don't know if I like this. It could be for better, it could be for worse. But it takes me a little bit of time to actually okay, Daniel Craig, he's definitely one of the best James Bonds in comparison. Some of the Doctor Who's, when they introduced a female doctor, that was
Sexist.
horrible.
Sexist.
No.
I'm just joking. I'm joking. I know she was a bad Doctor Who. It's okay.
And I even willing to give it a chance for a couple of episodes. I'm like, no. So
Not for me, bruh.
I do feel like that's the case with Linkin Park as well. There's going to be people that are going to hate it from the get go because before actually giving her a chance. But I think it's going to take a little bit of time to warm everything up.
Yeah,
for people to actually adapt to that.
A good example is when I was on Twitter, and you know how Twitter likes to be negative Nancy's all the time. One of the people dude, they're that's a cesspool. It's funny to see sometimes, but
He
I
loves
only
being
go on
there.
there for wholesome, supportive content.
Yeah. Friday
Anyways.
vibes.
anyways, while I was there, people were like, "Oh wow, she does pretty well." Blah blah blah. And some guys like, Linkin Park died when Chester did. I was like, "Okay, geez, man, how about you go cut your freaking arm vertically, man? Jeez."
Dang.
What a- psycho.
Wow.
It got dark.
But
And then-
but they're the ones that are naked.
I didn't say it. I didn't. tweet
thought
it.
it.
I didn't reply that. I just said like, "Hey, some people like this and some people don't, but that's okay." It's like if that's what you feel, then okay. But you don't need to go about being negative. That's what I wrote.
Well, for some people, it did.
Yeah,
and
but
that's fine. Like
the
if you don't
people-
want to follow Linkin Park, that's fine. But I again,
Yeah,
if people want to, this is the thing: is if they want to express their opinion, that's the whole point of Twitter, right?
yeah.
Want to express
too
your
much, but
opinion,
yes.
yeah, is to do that. Like if for some people, if Linkin Park died when Chester did, don't follow. This is not for you. This is why this is Linkin Park. This is why it's called From Zero. This chapter of Linkin Park has ended with Chester, and it's a great legacy. It's going to stay there. They're starting something new with Emily.
That could be dangerous, though. Because another example I can think of is Naruto, right? You know, love Naruto. Naruto's a good show, good anime. And they ended. And then the new generation, which is Boruto, got a lot of mixed feelings.
Yeah, but that would be like if Kishimoto let someone else write Boruto and
He
him
did.
didn't.
It did.
And that was it. Now that he's writing it again, he's making it worse. So there you go.
You made it. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I wanted to listen to Shark King's story with
Oh
his
yeah,
sister.
so I called David yesterday after
Yep.
I read the news, and funny enough that you mentioned sexism, I mentioned as a joke, I was talking with my sister about it, and she's like, "Oh, well, how do you feel about it?" Like I listened to it, I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I'm like right off the bat, I'm like, I don't think I like it right now. And she's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Oh, because the new singer's like, oh, the new singer's what's her name again?"
Emily.
Emily. She's like, "Oh," she's like, "It's just because it's a woman." She's like, "That's very sexist of you." She's joking, obviously,
Yeah.
and we had a laugh about it. And then hilariously, I played because she does actually like Linkin Park, not as much as I did, but we played "In the End," which is probably her favorite Linkin Park song. She's like, "Oh," within like 5-10 seconds, she's like, "Oh no, I hate that."
Dang.
But it's. I told him like I've only listened to like the live concert once.
Yeah.
I think I kind of decided with Diego. It's kind of hard to listen to like the older songs that they've had together, and hearing her like you're. I'm not trying to compare it to Chester, but it just sounds.
If something's missing.
Because something else they could easily done. Hey,
it doesn't matter who
Linkin
who
Park
played
ended.
with
Let's create
her.
another band with some of the members, and let's sing.
That's why the From Zero thing is if you were
No, but they wouldn't call it Linkin Park. They should call it something else.
no, because they could do it like how other bands do it now, like
Because
with
if you
Sublime.
did- but the thing
when
about
Sublime
this is
did it,
that-
they had Sublime with Rome, so it's like okay, it's with this. If they would have just done
Oh, yeah.
Linkin Park with Emily, that'd
That's
be like,
Stone
people
Temple
would-
Pilots with Chester Bennington wasn't Stone Temple Pilots. And I think they even called it Stone Temple Pilots featuring Chester Bennington.
Yeah, if they did that kind of thing, people wouldn't be as upset. But since they just said
Right.
Linkin Park,
It's
they're
because
like,
you're ruining the legacy already.
"Yeah." But
You're
there's too many-
tarnishing that
there's too
name.
many people
I see.
with
I don't see it
nostalgia
that way.
glasses, and I get it. Like it's hard to accept.
Change.
Yeah, people. There's way too many people nowadays who don't like change. But it's like sad to say the guy's dead, so you can't really do much.
Dang,
you know what I mean?
that's hard.
No, but it's true. You can't do much. Unless they want to be rude and just make AI songs with him. That's insulting. I would say if Linkin Park were to do that and monetize
Bring the hologram.
his voice like that, you know what I mean?
I'm just
So like this is a breath of fresh air, and
I'm just saying they can easily call it something else.
They could have.
I think that would be the
But then
best.
there would be They might be copyright stuff with.
No,
like
but
their old.
But they could say like the members of Linkin Park decided to make a new group. It has a different name, but we're also going to be doing covers for Linkin Park, stuff like that.
the legal things of it could be a pain in the ass, and maybe that's why they didn't
You
want to
can
bother.
do covers, but there's a certain amount you can.
Yeah, I don't know all the reasons from it. I mean, I would be okay with a name change with this new person, but even if they
if
called the
they
name
did-
Zero, like
Even if they went Linkin Park featuring.
yeah, Linkin Park featuring Emily, that'd be fine. But I mean, them being Linkin Park's fine because Linkin Park again, Chester, the voices was a great part of it, but like the composition, the lyrics, and all that, a lot of it comes from Mike. So Mike is also a very big part of it. So that's why I'm okay with them just still calling themselves Linkin Park because a lot of the music or a lot of the things that you like about it they come from Chester and Mike. But Mike, they've always talked about Mike is like the glue, the center, the nexus of Linkin Park. He always puts everything together.
Mike is the anchor being to
Yeah,
Linkin Park.
he's the anchor being of Linkin Park.
Mike is King Keaton pushing the ship, and then Chester was the front man leading everyone towards in front of the ship.
Yeah, see,
Kamina. Also, if you want to be technical,
Technically,
Chester was the replacement singer from the original singer.
that's also true.
So if you want to be
That's
like he's a replacement. So what are you complaining about?
so there's no replacement. Okay, that makes more sense. At least that's
I mean,
valid.
how come people are complaining about Under Oath? Under Oath, that whole band has been replaced.
I don't know.
The replacements have been replaced. People
Yeah.
are like, I like Under Oath. They made great songs. They made this song like from 10 years ago. Yeah, that whole band you just said about that song from 10 years ago, they don't exist.
Didn't
Or that
Slipknot
name.
also replace a few?
Their bassist and the drummer, but because their drummer he left, and then like a year later he died, and then their bassist he's been dead for like 15 years.
So what you're saying basically just trying to keep your mind open,
Collective
give it a
Soul,
chance.
Yeah, give it a chance.
And hope
there's some
maybe give it some
there are
time
some
to
bands
go
who
on.
are just they have a band name, but it's literally just a singer. Like Breaking Benjamin is just Benjamin Burnley. No one in the band, everyone in the band is replaceable. Chevelle,
They have been replaced.
Chevelle, the singer, and his brother, the only two that stay.
Collective Soul, Ed Roland, and his
Soul.
brother are the only two that have stayed, that are founding members. Everyone else has changed.
Another good one, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Didn't they replace like 2 or 3 guitarists? But then what's his bait?
It was more.
Yeah, and
It
John
was more.
Frusciante is the most iconic one, so he stayed.
But I gotta say, one thing
So
is
it's
replacing the player, and one thing is the voice itself. That's the thing that like.
Yeah, but no one's upset with Queen. Adam Lambert's singing with Queen, but it's not.
But they're not Queen. They're just like Queen
are.
featuring Alan Lambert.
No, they just
I don't
do.
think they specify that. They literally, when they go on tour, it's just Queen.
Yeah, it's just Queen.
Yeah, but the thing is that
Just like Journey.
Journey, they replaced the singer and he's good.
I mean, there's been good instances of it, like whatchamacallit, AC/DC is probably one of the more.
Yeah, I think the only argument would be for people to say it. It's like I don't recall. I don't know Journey, but the singers that have replaced those singers, they haven't made a new album.
They haven't finished the journey.
They haven't made a new album. So like with Queen, with Adam Lambert, I don't know if they made an album.
I doubt it.
No,
It's because people would be upset.
Yeah.
AC/DC, obviously, it makes sense
They
because
did.
the original singer died. So this, yeah. What was the other one?
I guess this.
We said Red Hot Chili Peppers.
No, the singer.
Oh,
Journey. I don't know if Journey's made a new album, but no one's upset about it because he's singing the songs really well, and
Dragon Force replaced their singer.
and one's bat an eye.
I think
So-
some people like hardcore fans have, but the
They're
sound is the same.
They're such okay. Speaking as a minority, get over it. Okay, your shit's not gonna. You can't get what you want. If you're a minority, fuck you. Okay, that's how I.
Minority
That's how I.
We're all minorities.
That's what I'm saying.
On the
So
bingo
get over
card.
it.
I'm the only hobby that I know.
Yeah, get over it. You're a
You're endangered
minority.
species.
I'm a minority. Get over it. Get the fuck over it. Just enjoy what they have, and if you don't want to change, just listen to the old shit. It doesn't change. Chester's voice is
Yeah.
still there.
So give it a shot. Have open mind and let time decide. I guess.
Okay, let's keep going then. Oh my gosh. Boricua Senpai, do you have any thoughts on this, or did you hear anything at all, or do you not even care? I don't know.
I think I have no real horse in this race because I only like the Hybrid Theory album. I haven't heard really much of the other ones other than Meteora.
And Collision
I did
Course.
hear some of that live stream that they did. First of all, lighting is amazing. Whoever did the lighting.
Oh, yeah, the lighting was cool.
You see, what's his name? Is it Mike Shinoda?
Yeah, Mike Shinoda.
He was very happy. I think he was smiling throughout like everything I was watching. He was very pumped.
He was excited to
And-
show everybody the singer.
Yeah, I get it. There's going to be people who aren't a fan. Someone mentioned Naruto earlier. I don't want to talk smack on Boruto. Of course, you guys have told me what they've done, and I just roll my eyes. But I'm not promoting hate about it. So I think that's maybe what Linkin Park fans should do if they don't like it. Is just look. You have a bunch of other songs that he's on still, and I think one of the things they need to do is, pay homage to the songs when you perform, but those aren't her songs. Write new songs with her in it, and just accept that new. If you're okay with it, that's just my.
And
I
that's what they're
actually
doing?
like her. I was okay with when they sang Paper Cut. I liked her a lot in it. I didn't mind her at all in the end. Or One Step Closer. I actually like the sound of her voice.
Yeah, her voice is good. It's just
different.
different.
Which is
I mean,
which
it's no
isn't
Chester, and that's which is fine.
That's just
It
hard to
can't be
do.
easy.
That's just hard.
Are we going to go to the world tour, David?
You mean that starts next week?
Do it.
That's sold out?
Dude, yeah,
No.
that sold out so fast.
Yeah, they're all sold
They gave
out.
you like all of 3 seconds.
Yeah, it crashed. As they were not talking about it, I was with Mr. Miss. I'm like, Mr. Miss, I'm going to check the website. Crashed. Couldn't even get it.
Were you going to buy if you could?
I wanted to see what they were going to play. If they were going to be close.
Because they
It's
didn't tell
a
us
quote
anything
unquote
about
world
that.
tour. There's only 6 shows. It
Yeah.
is
California, New York,
LA, New York,
Spain.
Germany.
Germany.
Playing in Hamburg. They're playing in the UK. They're playing in South Korea, and they're playing in Colombia.
Colombia. Yeah.
Close enough.
One,
Big major.
one
culture
show in
separate.
each of those, but
Yeah, and it was next week. It was September 11th was their first show. I'm like, what the fudge?
Man, there must
Never know.
be,
You always remember.
less than a week's notice.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, if I could go, their tickets
I
were
mean, the
sold
government
out.
had way
they're
more.
gonna be
notice than 1
bringing
week
down
for
the
that.
Yeah,
buildings
I know.
with this concert.
Well, we'll see.
They're gonna be taking. Never mind. You don't understand. September 11th. Okay, but whatever.
I know September 11th.
Offensive joke.
Just wait me up in September.
So anyway,
god!
oh my. Okay, we're moving on.
Remembrance to the
I'm
Rumble.
falling asleep. Get it?
Okay, so
Oh wait. So just one last thing with her the whole thing. People are already kind of upset with her because 2 things. One, I guess
She's a woman.
One, she's a Scientologist,
oh.
which is
Yeah.
and then
Hey, Tom Cruise was it? Still is.
Yeah,
I don't like Tom Cruise.
And then
I don't
like Tom
2,
Cruise.
apparently she was a sympathizer for Danny Masterson during the whole rape accusation stuff. So people are kind of upset. Are kind of
She's gonna
upset
get
with that.
canceled before.
Sympathizer in what? Before he was
Like, she
found guilty?
defended him. I think she was still defending him after, but
Who's
don't quote me
this?
on that. Danny Masterson, Hyde from that '70s show.
No, who was the sympathizer?
Oh, the singer Emily Armstrong.
Oh, okay.
So like internet people were like, "Oh, this new Linkin Park singer is cool, and she's a woman. Awesome." Wait, she's a Scientologist, and she was a sympathizer for David Masterson. Ban her. Blah blah blah. I was like, get over it, people.
Doesn't matter. Okay, anyway, we're going. We're
But
moving
there we
away.
go. That's it. Yeah, my bad.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about this this new anime that's gonna be on Adult Swim on starting September 28th called Uzumaki or aka
Finally.
Spirals. Okay, this has had a weird,
it's been
weird
announced for a while.
production schedule. It's been weird. So originally it was supposed to come out in 2020. I think
I can't watch it. It's on Adult Swim. I don't identify as an
Well, tonight you do.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. Because I don't know what that means. So anyway, it's supposed to come out in 2020. It got delayed to 2022, like August or something. And then it got delayed to October of that year. And then it got delayed indefinitely. They're like, we don't know when it's going to come out. And then finally they're like, okay, we finally have a release date. It's going to come out in September of 2024. This was announced earlier this year. They had some trailers for it. And finally they have an actual announcement trailer that shows more footage of the show. It's only going to be it's only 4 episodes. The manga is not that long. The manga, I think, only ran for like a year.
But it's dark though. It's like long and dark.
He's like Junji Ito is very good at scary storytelling.
But why does it take that? How does it take that long?
I don't know. I have
Take an
one
indefinite
day
break for 4
One day
episodes.
we'll talk about the entire like story of this because it is interesting. It's very interesting, like what happened. But anyway,
I didn't know if the story was out.
But
there.
anyway, it's. I mean, it's gonna take a while.
I didn't know that the story was out there.
Yeah, but anyway, so this is what's interesting is that Adult Swim is gonna air it here first in the U. It's gonna air in the U.S. first.
I was like, here at
It's not
Chibi
gonna be on Crunchyroll.
podcast.
We got
And then,
exclusive.
and then the next day, it's not gonna be on Crunchyroll. It's gonna actually be on Max.
Yeah, because it's going to be very graphic, so it's probably going to show uncut
Because
stuff.
Adult Swim is owned by HBO.
I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah,
That's what we got the.
That's why, like,
Warner
you like
Brothers.
Cartoon Network. I wonder, like, all of their Cartoon Network,
Cartoon Network.
cartoon.
Cartoon
Turtles.
Network.
I like turtles. Play it.
Drugs.
That sounded demonic.
I like turtles.
There you go.
I like
So anyway,
Ninja Turtles.
Cartoon Network. Anyway, yeah, Warner Brothers owns it, and Warner Brothers owns HBO. So
Okay.
all their shows are on there. So it's going to be on there the next day.
Interesting.
Talk about HBO really quick. I was just gonna add really shortly that they actually added the new season of Rick and Morty, the special edition, which is the anime version. There's Rick and Morty, the anime.
I heard about it.
I heard that
have-
was bad.
I never watched any Rick
I
and Morty.
love Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is one of my favorite shows. I really enjoy it. I haven't watched the anime.
I heard the anime is actually not good.
No, I actually like from
No,
what
I
I've
heard.
seen.
I'm just saying I
I need
heard.
to
I
watch
could
it,
be wrong.
but I'm gonna say it's also on HBO Max. I need to give it a shot. There are people who want to check it out.
If you
Do
want
check
to
it
be
out.
offended, you want to watch it, I'll watch it because I like offensive things.
Yeah. So anyway, interesting for this is that it does have an English dub, but on Cartoon Network it is going to air with the Japanese
What? The fuck?
audio. Yeah.
Good.
That's so weird,
No.
but okay, that's cool at the same time.
I mean, it's interesting that that's how they're gonna do it, but it doesn't matter. So, it basically I don't know all of the story, but basically it involves a town, and there's these symbols that start popping up, which are the spirals, and it starts
The
affecting the
Uzumaki.
people. Yeah, the Uzumaki, that's what it's called. And so, the story is about how this what's this doing to the people, what's happening to them, and I don't know the name of the main character. Do you know?
I remember.
I don't remember his name. So it follows him and another girl and their story with these symbols that are happening and what it's doing to their town. So it's very demonic. That's what it looks like. It looks like he kills people. I don't know much about it, which I don't want to.
I was
It's
going
in
to say, if you want to read a little bit more of or watch more of Junito's work, he actually has a TV series anime on Netflix of different short stories as well.
Yeah, he does.
They're dark.
His is interesting because a lot of his work they're not that long. A lot of them are very shorter
You could
stories.
buy like his.
He has a
whole-
volume
he has
of,
a volume.
3
It's like
volumes.
$20.
Yeah, of all his work, not that long.
Yeah.
But interesting for this, it's going to be it's going to come out in Japanese first with the Japanese audio. It's in black and white, which I think is very cool.
Oh, now it's cool? When I
For
tell
this,
you,
I
watch a
think
movie in
I
black and
think
white. No.
No.
because it's old. Nobody likes old shit.
This is the same
Anyways,
thing, black and white. Okay.
no,
Yes.
He likes those. You see?
I don't like Wizard of Oz.
Oh, yeah,
It's trash.
Well,
That's
that's,
not
not
one
the
of
only
them,
movie that...
I don't.
There's a
I
part of
can,
it that is.
I have only watched Casablanca once, and that's all I need.
There's other great movies in black and white.
The
Isn't
Sound of Music.
Godzilla black and white?
Yeah.
That's the only
Sin
exception.
City.
The only
my-
exception
Wolverine.
is you. Nope.
Black and white version.
Nope.
I didn't watch that.
That was actually.
But anyway, but
Schindler's List. But anyway,
Schindler's List.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
see?
anyway,
I've
but
never
but
seen
but
Schindler's
in
Good culture.
in the anime one with this black and white, it just looks. It keeps got creepy.
Black
feeling.
and white. Jesus, just watch a scary black and white movie.
They're not that scary. All the black and white ones that I've seen are not scary.
You need to watch more movies then.
No.
You know what I saw?
You know, you need to watch your movie, dude.
I know.
You know what
Yeah.
I saw? You know what I saw earlier this week, Paul? You'll probably be happy.
All right, where you at?
Inception.
You did?
Yeah.
What? Oh, we'll have to talk more about it.
We're talking about freaking Uzumaki. What the
Okay,
fudge?
I'm just saying.
Nah, I'm really proud of this boy.
So anyways,
Good
it's
job.
going to be 4 episodes.
It was scary.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And the whole
Reminded me
hands.
of my DMT trip, and I don't want to remember that.
So what I like about this is that it's produced by Production IG, which they do a great job.
They do.
Yes, they do. So
They do.
It's true.
So some of the
take your word for it.
English voice actors. Some of you might know. I
They have
think
Chris Sabat's in
I
there.
don't know
it's not.
who anybody is.
Okay.
so it's
Monica Rial?
Abby. It's Abby Trott. I don't think you know them. She plays Kirie Goshima, and then we have Robbie Damon, who's going to be Shuichi Saito. Japanese. The for Kirie is going to be Uki Satake.
Okay.
No, do you know that?
No.
And then the Shuichi is going to be Shinjiro Miki.
Never heard
No.
of it.
Okay. Well, they could be.
You were trying to hype it up. No,
No, I'm trying to say if you know them. I don't know.
No, I don't remember.
So we'll watch
Maybe.
this. I think it's gonna be good.
I think it's gonna be good. I just hope they finally release it because it's been
Oh yeah,
No,
they've been
it's gonna be
announcing
released.
every single time. Like we're gonna release it. We're gonna release it. No,
It's going to be released now because, I mean,
this also was a live action.
of Uzumaki.
Yeah, they made it.
Yeah, they have a movie.
while ago.
Yeah, they have a
This
movie.
came out like in 1998, I think, or 99,
Yeah.
and they've already made a live action for I think a year later is what they said. Yeah, it was made a year later.
Pretty normal.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it is.
Get your spooky on. When was
Just in time, September 28th.
September 28th. Okay.
Last year in Comic-Con, my brother and I actually got to go through the Junji Ito experience.
Oh yeah, tell us about it.
Oh yeah. How was that?
It was odd. I didn't know. I'd never heard him, and there was this lady who was promoting it because it was in a specific part of the Marriott Hotel.
Uh-huh.
And my brother and I were walking through just because we wanted to get to another thing that we wanted to check out. And I'm like, whatever, I'll check it out because I like art and drawings are pretty fascinating. I walked in and there was no, if I remember correctly, everything was just a frozen frame, and if there was any words, it was in kanji or whatever it's called, katakana. So I couldn't even read or understand what was being said or
was in
conveyed.
Nihongo.
It's just every single drawing was incredibly eerie and creepy
Yeah.
and macabre, which it's cool that it got that point across, but I left feeling odd. I was like,
I mean, I don't blame you.
If it can
That's-
invoke that emotion, it's pretty incredible that he can do that.
Yeah,
so
he's-
for people that like it, I'm going to guess it's going to be a good show.
Yeah, he's
I
well.
will not be watching it, but I'll admire the artwork.
He's
I
well.
get scared.
He's a great artist when it comes to his work, for sure.
It,
And the storytelling that he provides, it's dark and it's really weird and it's kind of creepy.
He's
too.
very revered on that stuff. He's the they call him the Godfather of like horror stuff or something. I don't know.
I honestly would like. So speaking of that, like
Japan.
his his artwork is amazing. Horikoshi. If you look at that,
guy who created My Hero Academia.
you'll have to see the manga panels. Horiko-san, but because he does know how to draw very eerie, like
Yeah.
eerie panels. Like the anime doesn't do it justice. Like if like the part that
Well, that's
you
what they were showing was the manga panels.
yeah, like
in,
you
in
see
the
that,
experience.
and he does it very. I'm like, dang, I hope he does
I'll
it.
show one because he's seen one. I'll do this.
There were
one.
some walls too that had colored art. I don't know if that's original in the sense that he has a random page here and there that's colored.
He
or if
has
just
stuff
did
like that. Some
specific
illustrations,
experience,
like in a different color, just for the vibe, here and there.
yeah, you could probably pull it up on YouTube. I'm sure I saw some people obviously filming it, talking about it for their channel. So if you type Itoverse, I think it was the Junji Ito experience. I know it's called Junji Ito experience, but I'm pretty sure it called it the Itoverse as well. You can probably see a YouTuber
Put the link, James.
walk through it. What?
I was telling Diego to pull it up.
Oh no!
Oh.
I'm just showing. I'm
Oh.
sending you pictures of stuff you've already seen from the anime, and just seeing the details differences compared to what the anime gave you.
Gotcha.
Okay, So we're gonna move on to one other thing now. So we got another trailer for Dragon Ball Daima. So this is very interesting. So they showed a lot more. So like,
AKA Dragon Ball GT.
no, this is not Dragon Ball GT.
The sequel to the Majin Buu saga.
So I think they said that this story is supposed to happen right after Majin Buu.
Like 6 months or something.
Yeah,
like that.
so it's before Battle
Where's
of
the
Gods.
timeline?
So
Explain the
this
timeline.
is before Battle of Gods, before Dragon Ball Super. This is like before that. That's where this takes place.
Between
Dragon Ball Super prequel.
It's between Dragon Ball Super and the end of Z. Well,
No, it is after
between
the
the
Z. No, never mind.
within
Yeah.
the time skip.
Because
So the time skip is supposed to take place. This is why else it doesn't make sense. In the movie, the movie takes place 5 years after
what movie?
the end of the Battle of Gods.
Okay.
Takes 5 years after the anime. I think takes place a year after or 2 years after. I don't remember.
So confusing.
It's so weird. I don't like that. But this is supposed to take place before that. So between
it's a prequel of Super, but it's a sequel. Well, in between of Dragon
it's a time
Ball
skip.
Z.
Yeah, it's still within the time skip.
So there won't be no super power.
There won't be new forms, which actually I'm okay with.
Okay.
So it's gonna come out in October.
Okay.
This is where I think we talked about this with Kaiju number 8. Kaiju number did something very interesting with their opening and endings where they had non-Japanese bands.
Sure. Yes.
So this is a collaboration. They're gonna have the producer Zed. Do you know who Zed is?
he's a DJ.
He's a DJ.
No.
So he's a very popular DJ, EDM music.
Never heard him.
If you've heard that song like Clarity, if our love is tragedy, why are you my clarity?
Yeah, he's a really good
Okay,
EDM
go on.
artist.
So he's teaming up with the original singer, I think, right?
Yeah.
The original singer who did Het Chala.
Oh, so it's basically it's gonna be the main singer featuring this guy for the music.
Yeah, so he's producing the
Zed
music.
featuring
Zed
the singer.
featuring the singer. It's
Because
his
he's the
music.
one
Should be the other way around, by the way.
No, but he's the big boy.
He's the one that's producing the music. He's the one that came up.
Okay.
No, he's nobody compared to that. No, he really is.
What?
To Zed is huge, man.
So
Well, take that to the Japanese people. They wouldn't-
Japanese people are outnumbered by one song.
So the song's called Jaka Jan. I don't know what that means.
370 million. That beats out Japan by 300 million.
One, Japan doesn't have like a YouTube channel to keep track of all of
Yeah,
this,
but
so
the
you
population is
can't
dying too
compare
because
that.
they're too afraid to have sex, so it's okay.
Check.
So anyway,
Over there, not here. That's different.
so it looks really good. I'll tell you that much. It does look really good. You do see fighting from Piccolo and from Vegeta. I don't know who the voice actors. We still haven't heard their Chibi voices. So I don't know who is going to be the same.
What is this, Chibi
I
podcast?
say, we can't confirm or deny we're Vegeta and Piccolo.
I can neither confirm or deny that I am in
Have
this.
they contacted you?
We can't confirm or deny.
Where the Japanese or the English
Yeah.
or the Spanish.
Or the Spanish.
I cannot confirm or deny that I am involved in this project.
But it's going to be interesting. I'm still weary about it. I don't know how well it's going to do. It does look good. But
They finished post production like 2 months ago. So
Yeah.
this is all. So this is already a whole step
Complete.
better than Super was when it first started, because Super was very behind on their schedule, and then the animation was ass for the first bit.
And it's a series, right? It's not a movie, right?
it's a series. It's 24 episodes.
20 to 24 episodes, because the only reason why we know that is because what's his name?
Geekdom?
Mario I can't remember.
Castañeda?
Yeah. He was interviewing, and he apparently leaked out, like, he's like, oh yeah, I finished my 20 episodes.
They said 24.
And that's but people are saying
20
24
to
as well.
24.
Yeah.
He may not
So
be
there
He
will
might
be
not be in 4 episodes. He might not be in
Goku
4
will not be in
episodes.
4 episodes.
I don't know. I'm not the
Because
one in
it's
charge
not.
of it.
In Dragon Ball Z, he wasn't in, like, I think only like
Well, half of the he was dead for a lot of those.
Well, I'm gonna say I also watched this trailer. I'm still gonna say it. You're gonna hate me for this. It gives me Dragon Ball GT vibes.
I
'cause
mean,
they're
I
kids,
understand
that's
you
why.
too, but that's what I'm gonna say. Like, I'm still cautiously, I'm optimistic. I'm
Everyone's allowed to
cautiously
their own
optimistic.
opinion.
Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic
telling you.
about this. We do see him go Super Saiyan. which is also very.
That also happens in Dragon Ball GT.
Yeah, but remember he can't go in the beginning for
Yeah, but he
the
did.
stupidest reason. It's like, oh, so I don't know how they're gonna do this. Again, we're going to a different realm.
And they have some characters that kind of resemble Trunks and also
Yeah,
Pan.
one of these guys, he kind of looks like the doctor from GT. And then there's these 3 robots that have balls on their bodies. So and people are thinking it's Dragon Balls or something that's powering them.
like Dragon Ball GT.
Yeah.
No,
I
we'll
mean,
see. Yeah,
guy
that dude. Yeah,
That guy reminds me of you guys can't see him. There's a dude with like a bluer skin and like a red beard.
yeah.
He reminds me of the
God of Destruction?
no.
No.
He reminds me of the what's his face, the King Neptune from SpongeBob.
I can see that.
Right? 'Cause he had like the same smile.
They have a
Yeah.
collaboration.
Your reward will be great. Behold. Oops, sorry. Yeah, no, I can see that. Again, we'll see. I can't. I mean, yeah, that guy kind of looks like I forget his name. What's the doctor's name?
I don't remember.
That created baby.
Jiro.
No, I don't remember.
Not
I know what you're
no,
talking
not
about.
Jiro. Sorry, you're right.
Dr.
That's something easy.
not Robotnik.
Pull it up, Jamie.
It's not Robot.
I eliminated the one that I know for sure it isn't.
It's not Doom.
Doctor's. It's not. It's the Ceruleans, right? That
Dr.
killed?
Mew.
Dr. Mew.
Mew.
Yeah, there you go.
Dun, dun,
So
dun.
we'll see.
Ironically, I would not have remembered that.
Nah, I wouldn't have
Alright.
done that either. So we'll see. Again, I'm cautiously optimistic. If it starts looking like GT,
It's
I'm gonna
be
stop.
GT. Yeah, that's about it.
Again-
I'm telling you, Toei Animation has not made good results. I'm hoping. Okay, I'm gonna put the benefit of that. I always mention
Well,
that.
yeah. I mean, I did that with Digimon. I was like, oh, cool. They're gonna redo Digimon. It's new animation, but then they took the story to like Kingdom Come, and I'm like, this sucks.
But the
You know,
difference
I think it was
between
good
this,
until
though-
a certain episode.
The difference between this though is this was like all like Toriyama's idea. Like they didn't. This isn't Toei being like, oh, let's make a story of this, and you just do that.
Well, let
And
me
then
tell you
Toriyama
another
was like,
example.
let me give you my blessing. It's like, no, Toriyama was like, you know what? I want to do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. I want to do this. And the reason why a lot of this, he's making it a prequel because he was stated before he died, like his paper notes were like, he wanted to bring some of these characters into Super. So these people need to get established so that they can be in the
So
Super.
they're gonna go back, so they can go forward.
Yes, that's what Toyotaro was talking about in one of his interviews as well. He's like, the reason why
Make
they're doing
other
Daima stuff is because some of these people are
It
going to
works.
make a comeback for
I
Super.
hope.
It works.
But
So-
Bucky
I know.
and Captain America.
but
films.
let me tell you this much, okay? When it comes to Toei Animation,
Oh yeah,
a great example. I recently finished watching the Sailor Moon movies. They released the last 2 movies, which is basically they finalized the story. They have the mangaka's blessing to finish the story the way it was supposed to be. It felt really rushed. At the very beginning, it actually gave you a lot of hope, but throughout the story, it felt like they were moving really quick, and it felt kind of flat, in my opinion. And that was with the mangaka's blessing. So I
that's
hope
a blessing.
that
That's not taking creative control. That's
I
different.
guess it's kind of here's the thing, and to kind of back up Japoran is the whole thing about them being little has been done before.
Yeah.
That was done in GT, and GT was not well received.
people like
So
it.
it's like, so I know Toriyama wanted to introduce him, but why is the fact that let's make him little again? It's like this kind of sounds
He
like
made
done this
everybody
before.
little.
Oh, that's different. Oh,
That's
sorry.
different. It's different enough.
No,
Nah, I think it's the
see,
story.
again, the thing
copy is
that
copying
got,
and
the thing
paste.
that got me is them going to the demon realm. That's the part. I'm like, I'm excited about that. They're not going to space, which they've done. This is something whole new. Yes, we've had it in Xenoverse.
They're gonna travel
Yes,
different
we had-
demon realms,
I like
like
going to
GT.
space.
I mean, space
But I
was
get it,
fine,
this is
yeah,
different.
but this is different. It's not like we have these new Dragon Balls that are black, and now for some reason
That we know.
There's
the black,
actually
and now and then they actually just
There's
and then
actually talks of it being Dark Dragon Balls.
Dark
See-
Dragon Balls is okay. Listen, the thing is, if they have Dark Dragon because of the dragon, because of the demon realm, okay, that's fine. But
No, it's not.
no.
They should do something else.
again, they have Super Dragon Balls. That's nothing new. They have Dragon Balls. They came from somewhere. So the fact that the demon realm has it, that's okay with me.
Namek has its own dragons.
GT
Yeah,
was
but I feel like they can.
no, but the thing is, GT is a name. Dragon Ball. Of course, they're gonna have Dragon Balls in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, that's true.
The thing is, like, is in GT is they said there for some reason they're these Black Star Dragon Balls. That had no explanation. He gets wished to be a kid, and then these
they're
are
like,
these are separated to the different parts of the universe. I was like, wait.
Same thing, but in the Demon War.
Yeah, but the difference is like the Black Star Dragon Balls were like,
But that
they've
was
been around longer than the Dragon Balls, and then if you don't bring the Dragon Balls, those Black Star Dragon Balls back to Earth before the 1 year thing, the planet explodes. I'm like,
when was
kind
this
of
introduced?
cop-out was
and why
this?
did they have them? Like that was the whole thing.
that
is
was a
they-
cop out. That was stupid.
Yeah.
This could still happen though.
Dun, dun, dun. No, this is not that.
Yeah.
It's-
We don't know that.
It seems more like a revenge plot because obviously it seems like it has to do something.
What
with
we've
the Bora and
heard,
his
what I've
family.
heard is, and this is not confirmed. What we've heard is that we know that Deborah Dabura was the Demon King.
This is true.
So
Can
when he
confirm.
died, there was no one to rule the demon realm. So now the story of this is that they want to find a replacement, or the people who don't want the replacement Demon King to rule, they're trying to overthrow. And this is a storyline or plot in Dragon Ball Daima. I don't know. That's all I've heard as
You know
a possible
the
leak.
name for Daima was like last minute change.
What was it called? Dragon Ball
Magic?
ZGT?
No, it was just
GGT.
called Magic the whole time, and then Toriyama was pushing for Daima, and then when he passed, they're like, okay, we're gonna call it Daima.
No, he introduced it as Daima before he passed away.
No, but they were like he said
Oh
it
yeah, he did say that, but he said that in the
in the interview.
in the
He didn't-
interview,
he
yeah.
didn't say it for what it was. But yeah, there was because in the scripts that one of the YouTubers' name is Geekdom. He said in a lot of the scripts it still says Dragon Ball Magic on the top of it. So
Interesting.
cool.
But we'll see.
I mean, it's gonna be more. No, I mean, it sounds dumb. More adult oriented because it's in the later
Having
show,
kids.
so there's
By
blood.
showing
They
kids.
showed
There's gonna be
blood.
blood. There's gonna be
Oh
blood. and
no,
everything
blood with kids.
You
Well,
show blood like 3 times. So the time slot on this is gonna
in the evening.
be on in Japan time. I think Friday at 11:30 p.m. which is gonna be early morning
Oh
for
no,
us.
the dangerous.
But the thing is, like, if you looked at
Adult
Dragon Ball
time.
Super, Dragon Ball Super was in Japan time was on Sunday mornings at 8:30. So they had a lot of kids watching. So they had a lot of censorship, which is why there wasn't a lot of blood. But because now this is at a later time, they have now the ability to make it more like it was Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we'll see. I don't know.
I mean, you already see Vegeta had a cut in his cheek and blood was dripping.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
a kid had blood dripping.
They never did that.
They did that in Super at all.
The
They
only
did
time
it
we
in
saw
Dragon
blood.
Ball.
Yeah, because look
Dragon
at
Ball
the
wasn't
time.
at different times. Like, are you not paying attention? Are you just
I'm
being?
telling you.
He's tired.
It's a different
He needs
time
a
zone,
nappy.
different time.
He needs a nap.
Anyway, the point is, I'm cautiously
Cautiously
cautious.
optimistic. Yes.
This I will be checking out.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I mean,
Alright,
it's 24 episodes, so it's not like it's not going to be a long,
Are they going to be
Watch.
showing that continuously? Or are they going to have like 12
continuously.
episodes break?
Well, obviously,
Continuously.
there's probably going to be some breaks in between Christmas time. But if I did my I was
Your
doing
math
some of the math.
Oh no!
We should be
Oh
getting like
no!
10, we should be getting like 10 episodes for this year, and then the rest will be next year.
Sure.
Yeah, so we'll get good. And then
That's more or less correct.
yeah, I'm just taking them for breaks. I mean, obviously they don't celebrate Thanksgiving there. I'm doing Christmas and New Year's, so they're probably not going to do anything for those times.
Are they consider going to release like one episode at like 2 episodes? Like
The first
combined?
episode's going to be
No,
40
first-
minutes. We know
yeah.
that.
See,
first
that's 2
episode's-
episodes.
That's not 2
That's, not
episodes.
true. That's one episode.
One episode going to be 45 minutes.
Yeah, because
It's
this was
40
originally
minutes.
was supposed to be a web
Web
only,
series. Yeah.
but then when Toriyama passed, they wanted to put it onto the TV, so that's why
I think they said it's on Fuji.
I don't know.
Wait, so does that mean like all the other episodes by norm are going to be longer than your typical 20 minutes?
I don't know. I can't give you the answer there.
I don't know.
So if
The
you-
only one that we got for sure how long it's
Confirmed
going to be was
the
the first episode.
I feel
It's gonna be 40
I
minutes.
feel like they're combining 2 episodes into one. That's the
40. It's only 10 extra minutes. If they combine one extra,
But again, but most animes, if you include the
Your
opening
math.
and ending, it's about 23 minutes, 24 minutes.
Yeah. So basically, it's
If it was a
actually-
web series, they could do full 30 minutes because they don't need to have time for a break. So that's why I don't know how it's going to be on the TV. On the TV, it might be 40 minutes, but it might be, an hour long, like
yeah,
in the time slot. I don't know. That's the
like-
thing. I don't know.
yeah, they could easily just put 2 episodes into one and say this is one episode.
No,
Not like
what I'm,
Digimon.
no,
though.
what
No,
I'm
not
thinking
like
is the
that,
first
not like
episode
that.
is going to be longer, they might have maybe 2 breaks.
they'll probably give you if they're probably doing it longer because it wants to establish enough of a story for what they're giving, and
No,
there
I
would
don't
be
think that's it.
But not just that, but it's probably just because
It's just because
there's
it's
no good
it's a
break
new
in
one.
between for that too.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Right now, we're just guessing.
Well, that's
We're shooting in
that's
the
what
dark.
I'm guessing on my bio aspect. Because in the past,
I don't think it's gonna be 2. I think it's just 1. They just made it longer.
Like a pilot episode.
Yeah,
kind of like Oshinoko.
Well,
first
it
episode.
wasn't Oshinoko
Yeah.
like an hour long, and then
it was
like
an hour and a half.
wasn't Demon Slayer's last episode or first episode like pretty long too? The last
It's a
season.
little long. It was a little bit longer.
The last episode was 40 minutes.
But then again, they keep that
Okay,
season
so
shorter.
that's 2 episodes. How is that
Well,
2 episodes
technically,
with 10
technically,
minutes?
sure.
No, 10
but-
minutes. That's half an episode.
No, but you have to think about this.
No, that's half an episode.
It depends what do you put in there, because you can if you put a recap, it extends time. If you actually cut the opening and ending, that extends time. So basically, if you were to cut all of that, you can easily combine it.
So
into
that
one
we've been
episode.
shortchanged by My Hero Academia. Those fucking bitches.
You know, if you think
Does
about
that like to do
it,
that kind of shit?
what was the episode count on at the end from Demon Slayer? It was not 12. It was 10,
10,
right?
11.
Because they combined those other episodes together.
It was so stupid.
See,
That's trash. It's okay.
Telling you, this
that
could
season
happen.
was ass though, so it's okay.
Yeah, they didn't have enough for 10
Yeah,
episodes
you
anyway.
got,
Should have been 3.
They should have just not done it. But they want to make a movie, fucking idiots. I hope it fails.
that's gonna be the trend now. Everybody's gonna do their movie.
Bitches.
So
I hope they
Not if
fail.
it
I really
fails.
hope they fail. I really hope they
You
fail.
can't call it a trend if it hasn't even come out yet.
no, I'm talking about all the other shows that they have made into a movie. Like
I hope it fails.
Chainsaw Man is gonna be into a movie.
They meant like ending in movies. It's like we don't even know if that's gonna work yet.
So far, there has been a couple.
That ended with
That
movies?
ended multiple movies,
Okay, well,
like Demon Slayer.
ending. Attack on Titan ended with their specials, but they really were movies.
Yep.
Yeah, but you didn't pay money for it. That's what I'm saying.
You did.
No,
you had to watch Crunchyroll.
Actually, yeah.
No, going to the theaters.
Yeah,
That's what
but you
they're
still
trying to do.
paid because you needed to have a subscription to watch it.
You don't need to. You could have just pirated
And,
that fucking
and
thing.
technically, they're actually releasing those episodes as movies now.
If you think about it, I mean, technically, the Evangelion
it's also
it was
part-
sucked. The last two episodes were so crappy they had to make movies, the
finish
movie
it.
to finish it, to show you what actually happened versus what happened
You
in
know
his
what he
mind,
should've
Full
just
Metal
done?
Alchemist,
He
the
should've just
original
kicked-
show. They have movies
which
as
is
well
why
too.
it sucked.
Wait, no.
That was trash.
Which is
though.
why
Yeah,
it
it's a good-
sucked.
That's why they
No, it
redid
doesn't.
it. That's why they
Show
redid it.
sucked,
That's why they
and the
redid
movie
it.
was
It made
stupid.
Brotherhood.
But I'm
That's
telling
what-
you, like, the trend has been providing movies to
and
have
that's
endings.
ass. I hope it fails. I hope it does.
So
I really
so
do.
far,
That'd be
the
hilarious.
pattern is actually getting more movies.
I hope it fails.
That makes sense for why Crunchyroll also bought some movie theater as well, because they want to put more stuff into movies.
I just want it to fail. That'd be hilarious. Either way,
I mean,
I'm gonna
make it-
steal it. I'm either way. I want
Make
people to
it-
steal it.
make-
Just pirate it. People just pirate it. Don't give money to them. Bunch of bitches.
For Daima,
No, Diamond's not getting theaters. It's not
just
making a
watch.
movie.
They're gonna announce, hey, there's gonna be a special
they're not gonna
screening
do a
of
movie.
Daima.
Speaking of movies, though, there is a rumor that they're working and they're going to announce at Jump Festa a new Dragon Ball Super movie.
That's different though, because it's not ending the series.
I know it's not any of the series, but
I know,
just
but
talking
he's-
about movies.
he's
I know
probably
what he's
smiling like a
talking
balloon.
about.
What would it be?
Yeah, give me a movie.
Huh?
What do you think it'd be about?
Black Frieza.
No, just wrapping up the Daima series with a movie.
No,
That's what it
I'm
is,
pretty
guys.
sure.
I'm just kidding. I'm just talking.
First of all, that wouldn't be a Dragon Ball Super movie. They said specifically a
Daima's
Dragon Ball
something.
Super movie.
Yeah, Papega.
Dummy.
It's a
I don't know.
wrap-up for Super.
I think they would do something like Black Frieza, which I would be okay with, as long as it's after Z.
Okay.
So, see, technically they're wrapping up Super with a movie by adding
What
up.
if they call it Dragon Ball Super? Because it's after Z.
We're done here. I'm going home. I'm stopping the recording right now. Gosh.
He
Anyway,
gets my vibe. He gets.
you get your.
Daddy, chill.
You chill.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Well, I
You
did.
don't tell Daddy what to do.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa.
Daddy get you un chicote.
Okay, you can't do that. Stop.
Of course I can.
No.
Anyway, the point is, yeah, we'll see what happens with Daima. We were gonna talk about our movies that we saw, but I
But somebody
completely
didn't
forgot because
believe
somebody
in
didn't.
effing freedom.
I told you this morning I forgot to do it. I didn't have the time.
You didn't have the time, dude. I
All
didn't
week?
have the time
Today.
either.
All week.
You've
Today.
had
No,
all
I told you
week.
this morning.
I
that
know, but
didn't.
all week.
Yeah, I didn't watch.
That's an excuse.
I didn't watch. I'll watch it next time though, for sure. For sure, we'll do that.
How many months
Wait,
has it been?
did you only find out a week ago about your movie or no?
No, he's done his movie for.
No, it's actually being a
That's
week.
less of an excuse.
3 weeks.
No, it hasn't been 3 weeks. At the very least, 2 for sure. Because we haven't had
2 weeks for
recently
sure?
having this
Okay, 2 weeks for sure. Okay, you had 2 weeks to watch it.
I know.
But also to give
But it's not my
Mr.
fault.
Crab, it
just
took him
finished it
forever.
today.
He barely finished it. Like
Dude,
10 minutes before we
I
started
was trying
recording.
to find that film. It wasn't anywhere. And then I had to. This is how it was. I had to find this film that host was asking me to watch. I won't tell the name or anything just because we're going to
I think
do
you
it
already
next
did.
time. No, I didn't.
No, not while we were recording.
now we're
Yeah.
recording.
Oh, okay.
And so I was trying to look for it and I couldn't. And then I was like, maybe it's on YouTube because sometimes YouTube gives you free movies. And then it gave me like an early 2000s. It's like the movie part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I had to watch it in parts. But then I had a friend who gave me a really cool website to go to, and I finished the last bit in HD because the ones that were showing on YouTube was like 144p. So
Not bad.
No, you should have just told me. I would have picked a different one.
no, I wanted to watch it because it would look cool. I saw the trailer and I wanted to watch it. So I don't want to spoil it. So I watched
The funny
it.
thing is, the one that we thought that you did watch is also a movie I have seen, and I like that movie as well. So I wouldn't have been mad because either way I would have been able to talk to you about it.
I
But
didn't
yeah,
see it, but yeah, it's good. It's
Cool.
good. I watched the movie.
Next time.
Yeah, next
on
time
Chibi the podcast.
is you're gonna.
Yeah, I'll finish it.
Here's the preview.
Here's the preview.
Here's the synopsis.
We'll show you the Evangelion type of preview, and none of it will be in the next
Where's
episode.
the, you don't have that soundtrack music,
Not
right?
with me. I'll
that'd
put
be
it on
cool.
there. I'll put it on there next time on Chibi No Podcast.
That'd be cool.
I'll let it in there.
Something to point out as well. I guess Chibi it's gonna go to Fanex
Yeah.
unofficially.
I'm
mean,
gonna
not-
go.
they're not-
I'm gonna
yeah.
take that Friday off so I can go with you guys because I haven't been in like 8 years.
I think that's true.
Yeah, some people are gonna be
No,
going.
10 years because when we went last time, that was the last time I went.
I went before. I went.
Yeah,
I've never been with you.
Okay,
went before. I'm talking about me, myself, and
Calm
I.
down, Pikachu.
Jeez, he's
where's
like,
your
when I went there,
Where's your
I
daddy
guess.
chilled now?
Looking for it. He's not chilling.
Daddy, chill.
Also, and we also mentioned Banzai is happening. as
I
well.
was gonna talk. I want to
Oh,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I want to talk about that another time because it's gonna. There's a lot more information. There's a lot more drama.
You're about to make
that's
him
happening
angry.
with Banzai.
Oh, it's
short.
funny.
The
It's
short.
a
The
shit
short of
show.
it though is, they basically
returning.
No, not really. It's a send off.
It's a party
It's a send off.
basically.
It's a party.
It's a party. It's a 3-day party. It's a farewell party. There's a lot of opinions about it. It's going to be heavily discounted, so
Sure.
we can all go, which is fine.
I don't want to go. Hey, yeah, yeah.
It's for the memories.
Bueno, puesta.
What?
What did he say?
You might need to read the lyrics again, my friend.
All that for a drop of blood.
great line.
What did you say?
I don't know. I never heard the lyrics, so I'm just saying what I thought I heard. It's not that funny, but okay. It's really not that funny. They
hilarious.
stopped laughing for a
I'm going to
second.
rewatch this episode specifically for this part at 123.
He says, "Que no pare la fiesta."
There you go.
I don't know what you said. You said something.
I don't know. But okay.
I heard pasta or something. I
I
don't know.
didn't say pasta, but okay.
Mamma
You don't
mia.
know what you said.
I know, but I didn't say pasta.
We'll check
Pesta
the
or
video.
something. I don't know.
No, I didn't say that, but okay.
He doesn't know what he said, but he knows what he didn't say.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But
It
he
wasn't
wasn't
that funny,
you
but
heard. What
okay.
did he say?
Exactly.
Silence.
He's probably laughing too much. He's cutting.
But he was saying, but did you hear Mr.
Not now. I actually had to step away for a moment.
Well, just watch it. Listen to it. Watch it.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah,
watch
I
it.
will.
Minute 123.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yugi boy.
Freaking guy. But okay, well, yeah. But basically, Bounce is gonna have their farewell party in October, heavily discounted. A lot of people have different varying opinions about it
People are pissed.
because of the statement that they gave of What happened?
It was Kulo.
So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the next because it's a big topic that you guys actually need to read. A lot of different things.
Do I? Or are you going to tell me?
No, he's gonna read it.
He's gonna tell us.
He's going to tell us that's right.
No, you're gonna have to read it because you need more content. I'm not gonna go talk 20 minutes to explain to you what happened and then ask for your opinion. So read it.
I actually do the readings, man.
Yeah, I know you do. Everyone else,
I
what are we talking
did.
about
I
here?
didn't.
You're like
I
Tony
do
Stark. Am I
about
the only
this
one who
week.
did the assigned reading?
I did this week. I don't know why you're upset.
Okay, Papesta Nesta. I don't know what you said.
I didn't say
Something like that.
pessimist. I didn't say that, but okay.
Okay, you'll have to listen to it, Boricua Senpai, because he tried to sing Pitbull, tried to sing Que no pare la fiesta, but he did not say that. I don't know exactly what he said.
Damn, I'm upset I missed it.
Yeah, you did miss it.
It was awesome.
Okay, well, I'll make sure to get that value on the listen
Okay,
when it comes out.
sounds good. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna stop that for today. And remember, you can watch this first on YouTube, and then you can listen 2 weeks later on any of your podcast platforms: Spotify, Apple,
Streaming.
Podomatic.
Please
streaming,
comment
whatever.
below what Mr.
Yeah.
actually said.
Yes, yeah. Comment below what you thought he said, because it was not what we said. So
yeah, it wasn't what you said
yeah.
exactly.
And remember, you can follow us on all of our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Chibi Podcast. Capital C, capital M, capital P. Thanks so much, guys, for listening. We will talk to you next time. This is David the Smash Fan.
Mister.
You put him.
Shark King, are you alright?
What, Senpai?
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I jumped in front of you. It's Shark King.
And the Chibi Podcast.